In order, and ask you all to please stand. The invocation night will be brought to us by Brother Eddie Gooch, New Beginnings Fellowship Church, and then remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Let us pray. Our gracious Heavenly Father, we have so much to thank you for this day. We thank you, Lord, for the events in the Middle East and for our president and all of our leaders. For our gathering tonight, Father, for the leaders in this part of the world, in Jacksonville. We thank you for the grace, Lord, that you give us to our city council, our mayor, our first responders, and all those who are protecting and serving. We pray your wisdom tonight and for your will to be done. And most of all, we give you thanks for the gift of your Son, Jesus, in whose blessed and holy and saving name, our Lord, we pray. Amen.
Amen.
We have the community ambassador from Jacksonville State University that will lead the pledge. Her name is Miss Anna Grace. I didn't get your last name. Sylvie. And we're delighted that you volunteered to do this tonight. Thank you.
Okay. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Anna Grace. Anna, could you show me?
That was mine.
You didn't say the
No,
pledge.
you didn't lead the
you didn't
pledge.
lead the
She got a beautiful t-shirt.
Yeah. Is that the first?
Yes.
That was a great idea. I wonder whose idea was that?
I think it was you two, but I just implemented it.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Thank you all. Thank you all.
Be kind.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. I need that. Roll call, please.
Mr. Taylor?
Here.
Mr. A. Green?
Here.
Mr. Wilson?
Here.
Ms. Laster?
Here.
Mr. M. Green?
Here.
All right, item 6 is the work session part of our meeting tonight, and item A is the acceptance of the minutes. Question, comment?
No, sir.
Anything? No? All right, we'll move on to item B. Item B is the freestanding emergency room or freestanding ED. I don't know who wants to open this. I'll just open it with what we got today. We did receive today an email from another entity that's interested in coming to town. This entity is Riverview Regional Medical Center. We had conversations with them in the past. They've been interested from the start. I just didn't know how everyone felt on that, because we also have something to discuss about moving forward with some type of agreement with RMC. So since that's been said, I'll open it up to anyone else who wants to discuss pros and cons, which way we'd like to go with that. Whomever would want to start. Anyone?
Do we want to look at a bird in the hand versus what we're looking for? You know, the ultimate goal is what's best for the city of Jacksonville. It doesn't matter what we do, whoever we go, whatever. What is best for the citizens of Jacksonville? So, you know, I guess it's up to the 5 of us to decide whether we wait or do we proceed, still with the idea that if they come in, because we're not going into a true contract. We're going in to give the mayor to say that we would commit up to certain things to the hospital, because I think our deal would not be with anybody else but other than the hospital, because they're going to be the ones using the ER equipment, and that's in my thinking. So do we move forward with that, but yet, you know, there still has to be negotiations, there still have to be legal documents, and Richard's got to go through them, and we'll have to be good there. But I mean, do we look at just say yes, move ahead, that we're interested, but there's no bottom line to it right now? Because I think it says up to 1.2 mil, right, Mayor?
Yes.
So, you know, we've talked about what we can do in our involvement, and I think it's a good idea to be in that involvement, but do we go too far down the line and then Riverview comes in and we may not have to put any money into it other than city services? So I think that'd be something that we'd need to entertain. But you know, one way or another, we got to move forward and get an ER started, because we're still looking at a year and a half to even see anything that would work, that the building would be there. So I think that's critical of anything we do is what's the ultimate goal, what's our ultimate way to get there? And I'll shut up.
I think most of you are aware, but just understand the relationship between Jack State, RMC, and the city would be a situation where RMC would be building the facility, have a contractor, they would pay for building, and that developer would own the building. Then Jack State, if they choose to do a building for their infirmary as well, which is kind of their thinking right now, they would lease from that contractor, and RMC would lease from the freestanding emergency room from the contractor and operate it. And that's kind of the way the talks have been to this point. And they're gonna have that discussion with the board 21st. I see Salt Lake 21st.
Okay.
Jack State's ready to move ahead as well. So really, the agenda item we have on that is for us to enter into negotiations, proceed down that line. I don't think it really, no contracts are signed, nothing like that. We have to get a lot of details before we get to that point. But I don't think either one wants to proceed unless they know the other's willing. They just kind of wanted to see where we were, I think, at this point. Particularly with RMC, particularly interested in if we were willing to pay for the equipment. Now, so it's a matter of, like Terry said, bird in the hand, or wait and see what. To me, the situation with Riverview is that they would be willing to build on land we already own. Hence, we would, rather than have to spend the $1.2 million, we might be able to just give them the land. Don't know any of that at this point. That's a problem. We just don't have enough information from them to know. But that's kind of the way the talks have gone at this point. So, a matter of deciding tonight which direction we want to go. If maybe we can continue down both paths to see who gets to the finish line first. I don't know.
So is Riverview giving us a timeline or a deadline to answer back to?
No, I think they're waiting, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they're waiting for us to respond back to what they sent. As if they're ready to move forward, to give us some kind of options for them. I don't want to speak for them, but. We've been working on this for 6 years now. So, I just personally, I don't know about feels like a knee jerk. I know there's urgency now, which there is an urgency. There's been urgency for 7 years. But we also need to make sure we do what's right for the citizens and the money moving forward. And not knowing what exactly Riverview may be willing to do or willing to go forward with, I'm the lame duck up here. I wouldn't go this deep in it, but you guys will be, whichever way you decide to go, I'll go along with you, because you'll be the four that will have to follow through with the council member-elect moving forward with it, because this won't happen. Even if we vote tonight, it won't happen tomorrow. It'll be months down the road before all the legal documents and breaking ground.
I'm the lame duck, didn't get a vote anyway. So.
Marcus, you have an opinion?
Just still doing analysis and trying to figure out which way to go. I'm hearing about the meeting that's on the 21st. I don't know if we should wait until after we find out more information about what's happening there, based off of what RMC is telling us. So I think we're still at the point where we don't know if we can make a sound decision right now.
Good point. Andrew?
It's been a while, as you said. There's been work that not just anybody at this facility, but leaders from all across have been diligently working and having conversations. And so I would want to make sure that we're making the best decision for not just today, but for 20 years. Although we can't predict what it will look like in that time frame. But what is it that is if we have two possible suitors in this regard, a bird in the hand is worth more. But I don't know if we even have a bird in the hand necessarily. I think we have an opportunity for something. But I would not want to turn away someone who is also saying, well, maybe just give us a little bit of time to review some things on our end and see what would be. And then maybe we have two proposals that we're really able to discern and critically look at, and not just say yes to the first thing that comes up to us.
Because the two proposals may be, you know, like I say, I agree with that. It might help us make our decision even better.
Yes,
you know.
right.
You can do the pros and cons of both.
I would need more information. I'll be more comfortable getting
Sure,
more information.
I think that's the nail on the head there, that there is, we need more information. You know, I wasn't real comfortable with us moving forward because, once again, I think, like she said, we don't, JSU doesn't meet until the 21st. You know, even if we have to have a special call meeting after that to clear some things up, if it needed to be done before our next scheduled meeting, I think we could do that also. And I think it's important to get the mayor-elect and the council member-elect involved in this, also in the thought process moving forward. Is that something we look at? Is that something we dump on the new mayor to work on that as we move forward and look at, as he sits in the back row, mayor-elect, on some of this? But, you know, you're all making good points. Is it worth the time and energy to pause and see what is projected to us and what's brought to us? Or is the sense of urgency here that we need to move forward with what's in front of us?
All right, let's just throw the table, all the cards on the table. Is Jack State waiting on to see what we're gonna do before they decide? Or can they decide with us?
In a three-way call with President Killingsworth and with Steve Parrott, CEO of RMC, they have been discussing this there. I can't speak for them, but Leah may want to come in on this, but they've been talking about this kind of arrangement for a while, and I think they're presenting something to the board, pretty much like what we talked about.
I think it's all just unfolding kind of simultaneously, and, you know, the Board of Trustees is scheduled to meet next week, Monday and Tuesday, so they'll discuss really a ground lease opportunity with RMC. That's where the negotiations have been with. We understand y'all supported, you know, we have discussed this from your side, but it's just, I guess, the timeline, y'all were meeting and bringing this up first before we could, and been kind of working on a joint statement and collaboration anyway, pending what comes out of the meeting today, so.
But Richard, if we vote to support that we would be willing to do up to $1.2 million, that by no means makes it contractual for us until all the negotiations are done, and then we would sign one with RMC.
Sounds like you're gonna be signing one.
The developer is the, and they're leasing it. That's what I'm trying to, so.
That's right, so actually it's with the.
We're not dealing with RMC.
No, we're not dealing with Jack State. I think the document, the way it reads, that we're dealing with both, but I think we're dealing with RMC. RMC will be leasing it back from the developer.
Okay.
We'll be purchasing the property for RMC. I mean, the equipment, I'm sorry, the equipment.
Okay, yeah, I know. Sorry.
So but what I'm saying is, if we wanna keep the ball rolling, but we can be in a position to stop the ball rolling if we got a better offer, can we do that?
Well, what's on your agenda is authorizing the mayor to enter into negotiations.
So we're not
I don't think you're irrevocably binding yourself anywhere, but you do this pretty frequently
Sure.
with memorandums of understanding.
Yeah.
That somebody has something, a developer has something they can take back to their money people, to their finance folks, that you're committed to participating, details to follow. So I don't think you bind yourself to anything by passing this resolution or voting in favor of your agenda item, which references specifically $1.2 million, but it doesn't commit you to spending.
It's a big step.
All right.
Big step we've been wanting to take for quite some time now.
And that's the underlying thing. I don't wanna give up the ship trying to wait for something better, but I don't wanna give up the ship that something else may come and we may save $1.2 million. Because we owe that to the citizens. So I think, with what Richard said, that go with the 1.2, that we're willing to support that documentation or whatever we're doing, the MOU, whatever, that that way, if the other falls through, we're already we're moving forward, and then if not, the other comes through and it's a better deal, that's just the cost of doing business, that's what we've gotta do, and everybody else will have to understand. So, I say proceed with it, but that's up to y'all. We knew this was gonna happen. For 7 years, we knew we'd wind up getting this one, two things that pop up.
I kinda need a consensus.
Yeah, I have no problem proceeding with authorizing the mayor.
Okay.
Same here.
And I'll say, if somebody
Yeah,
else
that
in the
can
meantime
be-
comes along and says,
Yeah.
well, now I wanna get in on this, I mean, it's, you know,
How's
they
it-
come lately.
Do you have that in front of you? How does that actually read, the resolution? Someone? I don't have it in front of me.
17.
It says, consider the action to authorize the mayor to enter into negotiation with Jacksonville State University and the Anderson Regional Medical Center for the purpose of building a freestanding emergency room on the campus of Jacksonville State University, with the city of Jacksonville committing up to $1.2 million toward the purchase of equipment for the ESR.
So that way that read, that doesn't hold us binding at all.
No, I think the initial statement limits all the rest of it, it's enter into negotiations. But it does make a good positive statement when he goes to negotiations, that y'all are
Support
willing
it.
to spend $1.2 million and you don't run out of money.
Well,
Caveat there.
We might, we might, there's another item coming up that may take some of it.
You know, you could amend that agenda item, amend the agenda, and amend that item if you wanna make it clear that we're willing to do $1.2 million, buy up to $1.2 million to buy equipment if there is a signed agreement.
Yeah, cause we're actually, well, once again, we're still in negotiation, but we're actually saying we're willing to do something that there's no contract that's being, for the even building to be built.
There's not a bill.
Subject to contract.
There's sure no place to put any equipment right now. But if you start the ball rolling and you put the burden on the trustees at their meeting next week to keep it rolling.
so we good to go with the 1.2 and the mayor to enter into negotiation?
With, well, with any and all parties, since there's another party in line?
Well, actually, it brings up, is ours really with the builder of the building or the hospital?
Hospital. Well,
I
I see
think
it.
the only document we will sign probably with that contractor. Because we're furnishing equipment for he's gonna own that
He
building.
owns the building.
He
So
owns
we're
the
gonna
building.
be furnishing equipment for
Yeah,
his
that's what
building.
I'm trying to figure out.
So I think when he gets, after all the negotiations, the only person we gonna be dealing with, my opinion, Richard could straighten me out if I'm wrong, but I think the only person that, still, I'll be gone by then, the only person the new mayor back there will be dealing with will be the developer. Because the developer, in the discussion we've had, he is pretty adamant that he wants to own the facility. He will come in and build it, put his money into it, and make his money back by leasing it to RMC and to JSU if they decided to move ahead. So I think, my whole thing about the negotiations is just to keep the ball rolling, so when they go to the trustees,
Yeah, I think we need to
say, hey, Jacksonville City is willing, if we can make this work, they're willing to put in $1.2 million for equipment. Now, there's no intent to say, hey, we're gonna give anybody $1.2 million until something happens. It's a contract to sign, but I don't think we'll ever have a contract with JSU or RMC. I think our contract will be with the developer. No, I'm saying it wrong. Our contract will be with that developer.
Because the equipment would stay with the building if, let's say RMC, whomever, says, something's happened, something's changed, and we're going over here, and then another person comes in and says, well, you lease it to us. That equipment stays with the building, and I'm sure this is capitalized equipment at 1.2. This is, it's not a stapler and tape dispenser.
I haven't seen a list, but it's supposed to be for more major items.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if it's not binding us or anything, I don't think it's no issue for us to continue on with negotiations, just to see where we are. Gather information as we go.
Well, it's three parties coming together to build what the city of Jacksonville needs. Now, how it forms out and how it goes, that's when the negotiations come. But we're saying, hey, we're in because we need it. We are. That's the way I look at it.
So just one more idea, as you guys move forward with this, and if it is the developer that, as some of the conversations we've had, he prefers to own everything and lease it back. There may be an option, instead of putting the 1.2 all at one time, maybe leasing the equipment for 5 years. So you'd have a yearly payment instead of that one lump sum.
That's in negotiations.
Yep, that's all down to the deal.
All right, so we're here to leave it as is on the agenda number 17.
Yes, I'm good.
Thank you all. Thank you. That was a good discussion. Appreciate that. Next is item C, Eastwood Storm Shelter. Sorry, had to laugh. Welcome, Josh.
We'll drop from one fire to
Yeah.
another.
Here you go. Good evening.
Evening, sir.
As you know, Eastwood Storm Shelter project started looking at stuff like that for about 7 years ago. And evidently, prices has went way up since then. Because at that time, we was at a total project price of $393,680.
I like that price.
The bid
Well,
come
get
in,
used to it. That's the price now.
That's the dream.
Josh, what did you say that was, 393?
$393,680 was the original project cost. We had one bid, had one contractor bid on the project. His price was $710,000. He had an alternate that took out $32,000, so that left it $678,000. And then we negotiated with that contractor and brought it down to $578,257. And that left our part at that time going to be, instead of $98,420, our part now is $282,996. So we are well over budget on this project. I did get a letter today from the architect for an opportunity for rebid, but I didn't get anything in until about 5 o'clock this evening, so we didn't get that took care of. So that's where we're at on this project. So I need to know what y'all would like for me to proceed to do.
In your professional opinion, is it worth the effort to rebid?
We're not going to get down to $393,000.
And that 393, that was 6 years ago, you say?
Close to 7, maybe getting close to 8. It was 7. Yeah, getting close to 8.
Right about the same time for the hospital.
And the trail. Essentially.
But only
How much do we have invested in it as of right now?
it's about $32,000.
Is that what the architect fees are?
Yeah.
The only thing I worry about is if you scrap it, and decide to just go away from it, the money that the grant that we got was basically because we had the storm and all that, so.
Yeah, we kind of been
It might not be
threatened
near
with
as easy to get that money again if you.
Another concern is, where's that money go? Does it get distributed back through the rest of the county where it came from in the first place?
Well, we have an option. We can either walk away, rebid. Right? I mean, we're at a point where, and if we rebid it, how close are we gonna come? Cause we're looking at almost $182,000 extra money to put in it than what we had originally thought.
Yeah.
So would we save enough, get another to save 182,000 or 100,000 where we only had to put 82 in? I mean, I think it's a game where we have to look at whether we want to rebid it and see where it falls, because with only one bidder, that's kind of too far wide open for me. And I think rebidding it, well, we can't move it, we can't turn it any other which way. I mean, we're stuck to where that drawing is.
Yes.
So is there another type of materials that would be used to build it that would meet the specs, or?
That would be up to the engineer. I don't think you could change.
You and I've talked about
Yeah,
that, and I know we've
engineer.
had meetings about it, you know, we're kinda locked in to meet the requirements for FEMA.
I believe that's why you only had the one bidder, because they had to meet the requirements, they had to, had built a inclement weather building in the past, correct?
That's right.
But still, even, and that kind of, I see that, but that kind of makes me, like we're closing the door on people, whoever builds it's gotta meet the specs, that you're gonna inspect it and whoever else has to, it'll be inspected to build to the, according to the,
Yeah, the engineers will make sure it's built to the standards that it needs to be built to, but again, you just, like, say you're cutting yourself down on a whole heap of contractors because they have, a lot of them don't wanna touch it because of what it's,
can we change it?
I wouldn't.
Because it's
not-
FEMA, that's one of the FEMA requirements.
Then that closes another door. I mean, if we rebid it, we're not gonna save $182,000, not being pessimistic. I like to be optimistic, but,
And the amount of the grants for how much?
The grant is for, 393,000, but 98,000 of that is our part, so federal part, it's gonna be 295,000.
What's the square footage?
Oh,
800 square foot.
800 square foot.
That will, how many people will get into that?
100.
I think it's supposed to be 110.
110, yeah.
They say, I think it's a 40 by 20 structure with restrooms.
Yeah, 2 restrooms.
At least the contractor that did bid believed that it would take 4 months to build this building. You have until December of '26 that the project has gotta be completed. I think also we have provided him at least another listing of contractors who have done this type building before. I don't think he had a complete list, or I don't know if he simply went to the one contractor in the past, but a possibility exists. You'll definitely get others that may be willing to bid on it.
is it gonna cost us any more with the architect? I mean, he's gotta just send the specs out to everybody
Yeah,
else.
we just have to, the only cost will be to us was advertising it in the paper again, so.
All right, and I think if we go this process, if we rebid it, I think we need to make sure how he advertises it is, you know, open for everybody to be able to see, get their hands on it. Because sometimes, you know, he said that, they have a website they posted on and then they had something else. You know, if we go with this, we need to make sure that there's a way for more people to be invited. You know, like if we got a list, send the dadgum list.
I have sent him the list of other contractors that, I think you gave me the list. But again, we have to put our ordinance, put it in. And that's where they get it from.
How many contractors really read the Anderson Star?
Most of them have,
Word mouth.
people that put it on websites for the contractors.
So that's where they go to look for bids.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
search that grabs all that and feeds it to
Yeah.
us.
The state code says that
I need to shut up.
I don't have any candy to show you, man.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Bring that candy.
Need something gummy so you can be chewing.
I refer to y'all. I have-
And the way it was designed was it's not really a multi-use space.
Yes,
It is or it isn't?
it is. It's gonna be,
What other use, because this is 800 square
it's
foot?
not gonna be very big for a whole lot, but I mean, that was 800
I mean,
square
like you could
foot.
have an ant circus in there?
And that's about it. A very small birthday party.
But is it 800 square feet?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess what I'm trying to figure out is what could be our logistics
About as big
for,
as this one right here.
you know,
800.
you know, not that it's gonna turn that much revenue, you're counting tiles
About the
too.
size of this room right
Oh,
here.
sorry, got saying a thousand.
What?
About the size of this room?
Yes.
Yeah. But you're also gonna have 200, you're gonna have 2 bathrooms and mechanical room in there, so.
I'm awake.
Yeah, if we could figure out a plan for, you know,
Does it have any storage in it? Like to put the chairs or if people come, okay.
It's BYOC.
I think it's
Yeah.
Bring it
standing,
on. Bring it on. I
Yeah,
think there'll be
that-
benches around the
That
edge
100
for,
capacity too is standing room.
standing.
yep.
So cut down, if we got real people in there with tables and chairs, you got 50 people
You
in there.
can't have it full of that if you needed it in the
Well, still,
shop.
that's a good kid's birthday party or some kind of reunion. I don't have 50 friends, so it'd be easy for me.
All right, play the game, if you're looking at the Eastwood, that side of the community could use probably no matter what size room it is, but
That's true.
I mean, it
you
opens
know.
up something on that side of town, because
Yeah.
community center's on the west side of town.
That's
Exactly.
right.
And that's what I'm thinking about, is if we could plan something for it being at, you know, like one of the, like the community rooms.
Right. Mhm.
That was the original plan when we got
Yeah.
started.
long time ago.
So we moving forward with it?
I
Or
think so,
we're gonna
yeah.
rebid it?
Yeah.
Well, we don't have to do anything other than pay for an ad and rebid it, and let's rebid it. And if it gets down to, would cost us another 100,000, that would be a different. Cause I can't help but believe, if with all the lists that Bert chased down, that somebody can't build this thing with their expertise. Maybe they know something different.
A lot, a good many of those that's on that list too, I think, was prefab stone people, so that, a lot of those cut themselves out when they see it's gotta be.
What do you think? All right, next question. Is it worth, if we're only gonna get one person to bid or two, is it worth to go back through that way, or, I mean,
Again, if you change it, you have to go back to through the whole process.
and we'll
The
lose the money.
plans have been approved.
We'll
Plans
lose the
have been
money.
approved.
I think we can move forward with the current plans that we have.
Yeah, the
And
plans
just
are
look at it and
fine.
see if we can use it multifunctional and maybe kind of recoup it some form of that way. If there's a room this size like this with 2 bathrooms, I mean, we just gotta figure out the best way that we can, try to recoup it, or, you know, and I know Ms. Burr said it'd take 4 months to build, so we still have some time to kind of figure out what,
That's right.
what the decision we need to make.
I feel a lot of parties recoup that.
Yeah.
But I know, that's what I'm looking at, is that it's not just sitting there unused day in and day out.
Could it be used like for, meeting rooms, like for nonprofits,
That's
maybe?
what, I mean, something that's just at least a value on a bright sunny day.
Well, another benefit is a bright sunny day, the restrooms open to the public.
Yeah.
Especially with that ball field and the golf, just, whatever that thing is.
Just go.
Yeah, just go.
over there.
Yeah.
So the restrooms on the external access? or-
Yeah, I think they got the external, no, they
No,
don't.
they
You
don't.
gotta go
No,
in
they
through
don't.
the,
They
go through the
storm
inside, one extra.
In a storm shelter, they have to be, once you get in and use.
Well, that's what I was thinking, that makes sense, yeah, unless there's 2 doors on it.
He opens, you gonna use the restroom.
That'd be bad.
Let's rebid.
All right,
Go for
what
it,
do we think?
farms.
What do we think? We chased this rabbit long enough. What do we need?
What is it, $25 put in the paper?
About $250.
More than that, don't it?
Yeah, about 9.
This back is too.
Yeah.
Let's-
When you put it in the paper, they can access it online too? Okay,
It's in the classifieds from our.
okay.
Let's just go for it.
Is there any way we could put that, when we bid it out, we put it out on our social media?
We can. I think we
Yeah.
did last time. So
Yeah.
what are we doing? What are we doing?
Advertise it,
I say
We're
rebid it.
Yeah,
rebidding?
rebidding.
Rebidding?
Mhm.
Okay, rebidding.
try it.
Thank you, Josh. All right, next item up is the new fire station. Keith
Oh.
Cadle. Chief?
Thank you, sir.
I'm a visual learner.
Thank you, Chief.
Oh, my goodness.
I thought that bottom line would get you, wouldn't it?
Well, you know, good way, that don't look like me.
Oh, I thought that was you.
As y'all are aware, about a
Flashing,
month
that's the-
ago, we bidded the fire station out. This is a rendition of how it would look. It's a beautiful building. And it'll serve our needs for many, many years. It did come in a little bit over budget. We had 4 bidders, and Saga, S-A-G-A was the lowest bidder. We went into negotiation with him, and we're able to trim the cost from $3,637,000 down to $3,540,445. Before we did this, the initial footprint of the building was 12,000 square feet. We're about 10,000 now, so we'd already trimmed 2,000 off before we bid it, just based off the estimates from the architect. So you can see where we did make some cuts, and I'll be happy to explain those. On the apron trench drain, it would have been a grate. Now it'll kind of be a swell to handle the water. It's not anything we could, I mean, that's fine. We did take the mesh out of the concrete, but the concrete's thick enough, the architect thinks it'll be fine. That saved us $6,000. And then the truck bay, the drain inside saved us $10,000 by going to a smaller drain than what we initially planned. And then a sink, we saved $600. We still have the sink, it'd just be less of a sink than we had. It was initially going to be where you could wash backboards and EMS equipment, but we'll still be able to make that work with a smaller sink. And then tap water fees and contract, this is, we think that the city ourselves will be able to get a better price through gas and water than the contractor was able to get. We also went from a 6-inch fire line down to a 4-inch fire line, which saved a significant amount of money. But the $19,300 cut is probably just the vault box, and we're going to put it all installed inside the building. We'll still have a meter and a backflow preventer, which is still relatively expensive. But I think the city of Jacksonville requires a meter on the fire line. Not sure why, but they require a meter on the fire line. So I guess we'll have to get one of them, but it may be something that one of the two mayors may be able to negotiate with gas and water to get our costs down a little bit on those. The thermostats, they were remote thermostats, wireless. We have them in the current station. Nobody's pleased with them. There's not much can go wrong with a wired thermostat. It sends the signal where you want it to, so I'm happy with that. That saved us $2,200. Some alternate electrical fixtures, mainly just had to do with the top light. They'll still be LED. They'll still be energy efficient lighting in the new station, but it just won't be as good of a light as it initially designed. We also tried to do our letters. It's going to say Jacksonville Fire Department at Jack State. We liked how City Hall was, where it has the light in the back behind the letters, but now it'll have a spotlight kind of just illuminating the lettering, and that saved us $11,000. So a total of about $96,155 we were able to negotiate with him, and I think it'll meet our needs for many, many years. You know, it's still a 4-bay station. That's the main part, is just having the base space for our equipment. It'll have an ambulance up there. A ladder truck will move up there. Currently, we can't put we could. It's just not a good idea to put the ladder truck in that small base station up there. So we keep it down there. But our target hazards are more north. I mean, yeah, we do have a high school and an elementary school south, but most of our target hazards remain on the north end of town. So it'll better distribute our assets for our ISO rating. It'll make us quicker in response with ambulance and fire trucks to the campus and to the north end of Jackson, for that matter. So the bottom line, after all the negotiations, we would be standing at $3,540,445.
You need a check tonight?
I'd like to have one.
Think past the boot.
Can we do it in Afterpay? Afterpay.
We may have to try.
How long have we been working on this one, Chief? I mean, we're 7 years on 2 projects. How are we on this?
We're about 1.5 years on this one, seriously.
Seriously, okay.
We've discussed it before, but.
But we know, you know, I've had this conversation, and I know you've had it with Tony and Andy and everybody else. We're at a critical point of the station we've got. The thing is not very healthy. And it's gonna take, what, 1 year to build this?
Yes, sir.
Give or take a day or two? So whatever, my thinking is we've gotta get ready, we gotta figure out how we're gonna do this where we can move forward. Because it's not fair to your staff, and it's just not, to me, not good business, not getting something new that, up on this end of town, because a lot of this area is going to hopefully continue to grow, so. Mayor, can you write a check tomorrow?
Yes, yes. I just won't sign it.
You wait and let the other mayor come in and sign.
I can tell you how I think we can pay for it though, seriously, without having to borrow money for this and still be okay. But I don't want to put words in the new mayor's mouth because I'll be gone before you have to pay anybody anything. But right now, he's got about $1.9 million in fire tax. So I think we take, and he's agreed that we take $1 million of that. That leaves him $991,000. Alabama Trust Fund right now has $2.4 million in it. So I was thinking we could take $1.5 million of that, still leave you $933,000, pretty good base in there, and it will gain some each year. And then we've got the CDs for the capital projects, which is $4.1 million. So take another $1 million from that, you still got 3.2 left there. So, and that's 3.5. Now you're gonna have some extra expenses above the 3.5. A lot of some of the other stuff I think we can do it out of the regular, or y'all can do that in your regular accounts and stuff, and not have to borrow any money to make this building happen.
Well, that would give us the option if we had to borrow money later on. Hopefully the rates will continue to go down. So if we get in a position we'd have to borrow money, we'd probably position ourselves better, wouldn't we, Mayor?
You think the interest rate's gonna go anyway, it's gonna go down. So probably the interest we're getting on that capital expenditure money now is really good, but it's probably going down. So I think pay for this building, have that all done with, not have to finance for 25, 30 years or something. To me, it makes sense. I mean, it's something y'all gonna have to deal with. I just wanted you to know the money's there to do that. And of course, we can always take another $500,000 out of his fire tax.
You have to guard that fire tax.
So, are you asking that we need to, the mayor needs to sign a contract and we approve the money, or where are we? Because I mean, I'm saying for Terry again, we need to move forward on that and get that stuff done.
The contractor sent an email out last week. He was ready to start today. I don't think it's on the council agenda tonight to be approved by y'all, unless y'all show, I think it's ready, right, Patty? Could be.
I sent it out to y'all just today to look
Yeah,
at.
today, wasn't it?
So it's totally up to y'all.
I'm okay with that.
I think we need to add it and go. I mean, let's quit treading water on that. You've got a plan, you and your people are comfortable with it. Is it what we thought it would cost us? No, but nothing has cost us what we thought. So, you know, from the storm shelter to the fire station to anything else, I just think we need to move forward on it.
Yeah, Chief, I've also texted you that you did a lot of, you and your team are doing a lot of hard work as far as trying to delete what you can, and you know, I know you had a lot of lists, a lot of things that you wanted, but some things that you kind of cut out, you cut out almost 100,000, so, you know, I think that's a hard work that you guys put into that, so.
And I think we chose the things that really didn't affect the efficiency or the use of the building. It was just some nice to have things in there that might have been, but it won't affect us now or down the road. The station's plenty big enough to probably supply the needs of Jacksonville for 40 years. So I think once we get this done, the fire department will be set with 2 new stations that are strategically placed for the best response time. You know, now in the fire department and then even in EMS, you know, we used to talk minutes, now we talk seconds. So I think that we're better suited to serve the people of Jacksonville. I still want to thank JSU for the collaborative effort of them giving us a piece of property that we could put this station on and working with us. It'll make our response time better to the university, to the students there. I think that's where our growth will come from. So, you know, it'll be a win for even the north end, more for the north end of town as well.
I have a question. Is this agreement says it's between the owner and the contractor? Correct?
Yes, that's my understanding.
Have we awarded that bid yet?
No, this is what they're going to do, I think.
No, we need to do the, like we always award. This is just going in and signing the contract.
You may know more about that. Are we entering into an agreement with Cal, or are we entering into an agreement with Saga?
Says the Saga, I believe.
We normally approve the bid.
I can get a contract Cal just, as my understanding, Cal said that one needs to be approved first.
This is between the city of Jacksonville and Saga. This one. I'm gonna put the
Yeah, I saw
picture.
that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's
Architect.
Well, we already have an architect one, but this one's just owner and contractor.
This is
So they
contract.
go ahead and sign even though it's already bid in.
Is that not what we're doing tonight?
It says-
We're awarding the bid to them through this process?
We have a resolution, which would mean we have to generate a resolution and then we have to present the rules.
And I'd have to have the bid report and all that stuff.
It says between the city of Jacksonville and the contractor. Then the next line, it says for the following project, a new fire station, and then it just lists the architect. So is it not between the city and Saga?
It is, you hadn't approved the bid, hadn't awarded the bid.
Before you can enter into an agreement.
So between now and the next meeting, we'd have all this corrected and be ready to go.
I think so.
What's
Okay.
2 more weeks?
Yeah, is that all right? You okay?
And on behalf of the fire department, we thank y'all for that. We know that's a pretty tough pill to swallow. It's a bigger amount than we initially thought it would be, but we do appreciate it.
Are you speaking that we won't have any changes during the building or anything?
You have my promise, I'll try not to.
I try not to. I got you.
One and a half.
Not to worry.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Chief. Thank you for all your hard work, especially your staff, everyone involved. Moving on to item E, the severe weather sales tax holiday. We've done this in the past, we didn't want to continue to do this.
Yes.
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 Is that the first weekend in August? Not August.
No, it's in December.
December.
Or is it November?
November, isn't it?
Doesn't matter,
That's coming up.
it's coming up. So we're okay moving forward with that?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right, next item is insurance discussion. Brenda?
So, last Tuesday, I got all of the information of our vehicles, equipment, property, insurance, and all the questions that both insurance travelers and company asked of us for our renewals, quotes, turned into them. They are diligently working on getting those quotes today. Amy did say it could take them up to 2 weeks before they will have a quote back for us. Travelers haven't got an estimated time from them yet, but they are working on those quotes to bring them back to see how we come out.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks, Brandon.
Next item on the agenda is Great Things in Jacksonville. Is anyone here from Great Things in Jacksonville?
She's probably not in the room, but during the last budget meeting, when we got the budget approved, you all asked that when she was ready to identify the projects, you wanted to know the projects specifically she wanted to fund. You've got an email, she's wanting to do local heritage and cultural collaboration with JSU, $1,000. And then the Veterans Partnership Project with Post 57 at $2,000. You approved $3,000 in the budget for Great Things in Jacksonville.
My question. We have a line item of the VFW already.
Correct.
If they needed another $1,500, why would they just not requesting the $1,500? Because I mean, to me, we don't run the money through that or from Greater Things over there. I mean, we're the ones dishing out the money, and if we want to dish it out to the VFW, then to me, that's what I think we should do.
Is it
But-
because she's applying for 2 different grants, do you think?
No, this doesn't have anything to do with grants. You're giving her $3,000, and that's what she's planning to use the $3,000 that the city is giving her for.
And I think she just showed us
Yeah.
displaying it because we told them what we didn't do that.
Right.
Okay.
So we have not released the funds yet. We're waiting on your approval before those monies are released to Great Things in Jacksonville.
Not saying those monies aren't needed for those allocations, but in my opinion, with us already allocating money toward the
Post 57.
Post 57, thank you. it may not be for it, but it feels like they're double dipping. If she's turning around spending funds on Post 57 from the funds of greater things, or great things, but once we give them money, do we really have that kind of control? But that's the purpose why we've asked for people to come ask or give us more detail about what that money's going for.
That's a good point.
So is she officially requesting the funds?
Well, when I sent her the approved budget, I told her before the monies were going to be released that we needed to know, the council wanted to know what projects it was gonna be used for, and she immediately sent the email back and identified those 2 projects.
So like others, you want her to just, when she needs it, come and officially request the funds, or just move forward and leave it like it is?
Yeah, these projects, the project that was at Jack State, the first one that you read there, the multicultural.
First one is local heritage and culture collaboration with JSU.
Is that something that's an event? Is that something that's an ongoing? I mean, you don't know. I know I'm asking.
That's why we need her,
That's why we need somebody who can explain.
I mean, that sounds like a worthy, something that could be,
Yeah.
you know, that,
Yeah.
if there's a week that's planned, or there's something that is, and this would supply something for that. I mean, I'm speaking in generalities now, I know, but I think it would be healthy to know what it's going.
Well, it's kinda like we're giving the money to VFW. We gave them their money, and was that not enough to do what the project they wanna do, or is there something else coming down the pike that we don't know about? And to me, I'd rather understand what's going on.
All right, so am I understanding we're gonna wait until, that Great Things needs the money and they can come present that to the council?
Yeah, agreed.
You'll be able to relay that information to them?
Sure.
Thank you, ma'am. Next item is item H, additional holidays for February, December 26th of 2025.
We don't put that one on hold too, Tony.
We put that on hold?
We're gonna turn that over to the new mayor,
Okay.
since it's gonna affect them next year.
Yeah, he's gonna be a popular guy right off the bat.
And Bert will have some numbers on how much that would cost to do
Yeah.
that by the next meeting.
I used to know that. Because you told me 100 times I've asked, but.
Yes.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you all. Any other business? I think.
Yes, I
someone
do.
had-
Go ahead.
You ready for me?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Please go ahead.
Okay, I am just wanting us to talk about the condition of Chief Ladaga Trail. I've been riding the trail for like 3 months, and I've found a lot of cracks and root haved areas in the on the trail. And I was just wondering, is there any way that we could, I know we can, there are plenty of grants for it, but we just need to look in to see how we can help maintain the trail better. Because it's so many people on the trail that are not even from here, but they love the trail. But there are humps and things on that trail that if you weren't familiar with it, it could make you wreck your bike. Because I probably almost did. But I just wanted us to look into that more to see if we can, I know we have a committee and we could get up more volunteers. We could take photographs of those areas and maybe get with Janice and take photographs of the areas that need it. And then we could come back and talk about it and what we could do to, because I was just looking at Piedmont's part. It's like night and day.
They just had a repaving.
Yes, it's nice. It's very nice.
All right, good point. I love the idea about getting grants and whatever, but we need a grant writer.
Yeah,
That would help
yeah.
not only for the trail, but for
Everybody, every
everything else.
department.
But we don't, at this point in time, that I know of, and we may have, I know fire and police have got some people that work with them, but, you know, we need one for the whole city. We had one and she was making a difference, and then we lost her. So.
But when we find her, she's the hottest chick.
You doggone right. You see her before I do, tell her we want her back.
I know what you're saying, Sherry, because I get out on the trail often too, and it is one of those, if you know where you're going, you kind of are attentive to it, but for somebody who's not, and I know anything that we've done with NEVA in the past, that, when they do the time trials on the Chief Ladaga Trail, they do a wonderful job going out marking the week of, so that those riders are kind of aware, that there's some undulation in that. I think I don't know the schedule that Parks and Rec keeps on the trail. Am I wrong in thinking it's about we maintain 14 miles of it, 13 miles of it?
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
8.1.
How much?
8.1?
8.1.
8.1? I was out if this price is right then.
And also look into signage, more signage.
Yeah, but
A lot of people coming on Alexandria Jacksonville Road, a lot of them don't stop or either pause or either slow down. They're just running through a lot of the crosswalks.
I think that's something that changed at one point.
Yeah.
You know,
and I think we need
204 now is a you stop.
Yeah.
And Alexander Jackson Highway is no, the person's stopping, the cars keep going. So I think that there's some changing. I might have that wrong in my mindset.
And and we were talking about that today. It needs to be more educational. People that are riding, and students, because a lot of the things I was riding with Miss Hyman today, and she was telling me a lot of things that I didn't even know. I thought, oh, so I'm riding on the wrong side of the road, right? You know, but it's education. We need to educate the ones that are the bicyclists that are coming from Jack State going to class, who has the right of way, who don't have the right of way, where they have the right of way. It needs to be signage. I think more signage, even on the trail and at the crosswalk. That's just from what I've been seeing.
I've been on some trails before where it alerts you that you're approaching an intersection.
Yes, yes.
Because if you're up at speed and you're hitting 24, 25 miles an hour, and you don't know that you're about to come to an intersection.
And we want to keep those people that are coming from out of town coming to Jacksonville. And I also thought that we need signage showing them where the restaurants, where to turn to go. This is the area where whatever restaurant Struts is closest to the trail, because you don't have a sign that says, hey, Struts is this way, or whatever restaurant is that way.
I think the safer bet on that is pointing folks at Central Business District,
yes.
Restaurants, shops.
Yes.
You know, because we did have on Mountain Street, it is paved with a bicycle indicator. But I went back to that 8 miles that you were saying, Mayor, is maybe Janice or some of those folks, they have maybe they're doing that already. I know they do a great job of keeping it cleared off, because trees will fall.
Yes,
somebody
they do.
Sneezed and a tree fell over. And the day we did the ride, the mayor's ride, you know, there was a tree that was just falling that morning apparently. So, but I think if we could identify where all the problem spots are, see how big that project is, it might be a repave at some point.
Right.
But grants would be needed.
Yeah.
I don't know if.
We can check with them and see if that's already part of their projects for the repaving too, you know, so we won't double tap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of y'all might be aware, I have a friend from Huntsville who does a lot of racing, and there is actually a zombie trail race that is supposed to begin at our community center here in April. And there should be a lot of people. For instance, the Facebook event page says there's already 300 people interested in that. It's a very popular trail race, so they'll be in Jacksonville on our trail in April. And you'd hate to see a twisted ankle from the routes that Ms. Foster mentioned.
What is the date?
April 11th, Saturday, April 11th.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I will definitely get with Janice tomorrow and we'll look at this and talk about it, see what we can get done.
Any other business for the work session?
Yes, I have someone approached me, which I thought was a good idea, about with the next year being the 250th of the United States and the celebration and everything. Should we create a committee to work with the county and whatever, and the city and the university, all to recognize and celebrate, or is that something we just gonna let the county do or whatever? I think we ought to get somebody to lead it and go from there. But
What do y'all think?
we need to start now if we're going, I mean, it's not
Yeah,
long.
no, I think we need to have something that is, I mean, I know we have Jack's Fest, it's usually around that time, but those American 250s are going throughout the entire year. So I think it's helpful to have some group that might involve the city school system, Jack State, because the calendar shows, you start to see all those different events throughout communities for that purpose. I'll be happy to serve in whatever role that could be.
Yep. Same here.
I think you're a good American.
All American boy. Anything else? All right,
No, sir.
all right, we're about to get started on the work session part. I believe someone needs to take a break. So we'll take 5 and come right back. Thank you.
Looking at the other calendar.
Second.
Motion and second, any discussion on the adoption of the amendments? Hearing none, roll call please.
Mr. A. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Laster?
Yes.
Mr. M. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes. Item 8 is adoption of the agenda. I do believe we have some changes.
And we do have some changes. To the main agenda, amend item 27, consider action to approve the employment of the following: Aiden Tobias Doster, labor in the street department, range 3, effective October 15, 2025. Mr. Doster is currently a temporary laborer at the wastewater treatment plant. Also to the main agenda, add item 24A, consider action to approve the memorandum of agreement, conduct a public protest forum per the attached. To the main agenda, add item 27A, consider action to accept the resignation of the following: Caitlin Pritchett, Public Safety Communications Officer, effective immediately. Also to the main agenda, add item 27B, consider action to approve the reclassification of the following: Riley Woodruff, full-time Public Safety Communications Officer, range 12, effective October 15, 2025. Due to the resignation of Caitlin Pritchett, Ms. Woodruff is currently a part-time Public Safety Communication Officer. Then finally, to the consent agenda, add item 29, purchases over $7,500, the fire department, item C, $49,985.50 to Stryker Sales LLC for the purchase of LifePak 35 monitor defibrillator and accessories, and it's a sole source.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Do I have a motion to accept the agenda as amended?
Make a motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion and second, any discussion? Hearing none, roll call please.
Mr. A. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Laster?
Yes.
Mr. M. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes. Item 9 is public comments concerning any agenda items. This time you can address the council for anything that's on the agenda. Just please come to the podium, state your name and address, and make sure you give it to the city clerk before you leave.
Mark Jones, 204 Burke Avenue Northwest. I just want to address item 17, entering the negotiation, authorizing the mayor to enter negotiations. I'd like for you to approve this. I'm in favor of this because of the fact we're not agreeing to anything. All we're doing is entering a negotiation, which is showing support for the work that has been done so far on this project. And it allows the university to know that the city is also behind this, and so that when they take this up next week, that they'll know that we're supporting it, and there's not going to be any bumps in the road from the city's portion of moving forward. So I think it's a great thing, and it still does not prohibit us from entering negotiations with anybody else that has a better offer if that does come along. But it does show support for moving forward with what we're doing. Thank you.
Sir.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
You do need to sign the paper, Brenda? You good?
Yeah.
You good? Right, was there anyone else like to address the council? Seeing no one come forward, move on to item 10.
Public hearing regarding on-premises liquor license application for JAF Investments LLC, doing business as The Anchor at 5 Public Square East, Jacksonville.
All right, and now I'll call that public meeting open, public hearing open. If you'd like to address the council on this matter, this is your opportunity to do so. Come up to the podium, state your name and address, and make sure you get to the city clerk before you leave. Seeing no one come forward, we'll move on to, I'll close that hearing and move on to item 11.
Consider action to approve the on-premises beer, wine, and liquor license of JAF Investments LLC, doing business as The Anchor at 5 Public Square East, Jacksonville.
So moved. Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Is anyone from The Anchor here? Thank you. Just thank you, sir. Thank you for being here. Good luck with your business. Anything else? Hearing none, roll call please.
Mr. A. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Laster?
Yes.
Mr. M. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes. Item 12.
Public hearing regarding the on-premises liquor license application for AZ Restaurant Group Jacks Incorporated, doing business as Struts of Jacksonville at 500 Forney Avenue Northwest, Jacksonville.
All right, I'll call this public meeting open. If anyone who'd like to come address on this matter, just please come up to the podium, state your name and address, and give it to the city clerk before you leave. Seeing no one come forward, we'll close the public hearing. Item 13.
Consider action to approve the on-premises beer, wine, and liquor license of AZ Restaurant Group, Jax Incorporated, doing business as Struts of Jacksonville at 500 Forney Avenue Northwest, Jacksonville.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Mr. A. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Laster?
Yes.
Mr. M. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes. Item 14.
Consideration of ordinance number 0-671-25, completely removing section 24-103B3, fraternity or sorority houses, and adding section 24-104 fraternity or sorority houses to chapter 24, zoning, article 3, zoning district, plan unit development, and overlay district regulations, division 2, residential districts of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Jacksonville, Alabama, received first reading September 22nd, 2025.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
A motion, 2 seconds. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Mr. A. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Laster?
Yes.
Mr. M. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes. Item 15.
Consideration of ordinance number 0-672-25 that completely amends and replaces section 22-110 through section 22-115 to chapter 22, traffic and vehicles, article 4, record rotation, list of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Jacksonville. And this is the first reading.
All right. No action taken on the first reading. Moving to item 16.
Consideration of resolution number R-2267-25, approving the City of Jacksonville's participation in the state of Alabama sales and use tax holiday as authorized by Alabama Act number 2012-256 for the year 2026, severe weather preparedness sales tax holiday.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Mr. A. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Laster?
Yes.
Mr. M. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes. Item 17.
Consider action to authorize the mayor to enter into negotiations with Jacksonville State University and Anniston Regional Medical Center for the purpose of building a freestanding emergency room on the campus of Jacksonville State University, with the City of Jacksonville committing up to $1.2 million for the purchase of equipment for the freestanding emergency room.
So moved.
Second.
Motion in a couple of seconds. Any discussion? Hearing none. A roll call, please.
Mr. A. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Laster?
Yes.
Mr. M. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes. Item 18.
Consider action to authorize the mayor to sign the service agreement with Ray Hawthorne per the attached.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
So is Ray just gonna work forever? Which I hope he does. I mean, because Ray does excellent work.
Bless that man.
Yeah, I think it's a great deal hiring our folks back in contracts like that. They already know the system, do a good job.
Yeah.
And Ray does such a good job being public relations guy.
He is a good public relations guy. Yeah, I agree 100%. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none. A roll call, please.
Mr. A. Green?
Yes.
Mr.
radar.
Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Laster?
Yes.
Mr. M. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes. Item 19.
Consider action to authorize the mayor to sign the service agreement with Easton Parker per the attached.
So moved.
Do I have a motion? Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Mr. A. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Laster?
Yes.
Mr. M. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes. Item 20.
Consider action to authorize the mayor to sign the agreement with East Alabama Regional Planning and Development Commission regarding ADA paratransit services per the attached.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Mr. A. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Laster?
Yes.
Mr. M. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes. Item 21.
Consider action to authorize the mayor to sign the East Central Alabama Highway Safety Office Traffic Enforcement Agreement per the attached.
So moved.
Second?
Motion and second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Mr. A. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Laster?
Yes.
Mr. M. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes. Item 22.
Consider action to authorize the mayor to sign the equipment service agreement with Stryker per the attached.
So moved.
Have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Mr. A. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Laster?
Yes.
Mr. M. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes. Item 23.
Consider action to authorize the mayor to sign the forensic software agreement with Celebrite Incorporated per the attached.
So moved.
Second?
Have a motion and second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Mr. A. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Laster?
Yes.
Mr. M. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes. Item 24.
Consider action to authorize Police Chief Marcus Wood to sign the memorandum of understanding with Highland Health Systems per the attached.
So moved.
Second?
Motion and second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Mr. A. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Laster?
Yes.
Mr. M. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes. Item 24A.
Consider action to approve the memorandum of agreement, conduct of public protest forum per the attached.
Have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Mr. A. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Laster?
Yes.
Mr. M. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes. Item 25.
Consider action to approve the Waterworks Gas and Sewer Board charge-off account for the period 2/10/25 through 7/10/25 per the attached.
So moved.
Have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion is second, any discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Mr. A. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Laster?
Yes.
Mr. M. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes. Item 26.
Consider action to approve the FY 2025 ambulance write-off list per the attached.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second, any discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Mr. A. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Laster?
Yes.
Mr. M. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes. Item 27.
Consider action to approve the employment of the following: Aiden Tobias Doster, laborer in the street department, range 3, effective October 15, 2025. Mr. Doster is currently a temporary laborer at the wastewater treatment plant.
So moved.
Second.
Motion second, any discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Mr. A. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Laster?
Yes.
Mr. M. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes. 27A.
Consider action to accept the resignation of the following: Caitlin Pritchett, Public Safety Communications Officer, effective immediately.
So moved.
Motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion second, any discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Mr. A. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Laster?
Yes.
Mr. M. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes. 27B.
Consider action to approve the reclassification of the following: Riley Woodruff, full-time Public Safety Communications Officer, range 12, effective October 15, 2025, due to the resignation of Caitlin Pritchett. Ms. Woodruff is currently a part-time Public Safety Communications Officer.
So moved.
Have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion is second, any discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Mr. A. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Laster?
Yes.
Mr. M. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes. Consent agenda.
Item 28, budget amendments. Item 29, purchases over $7,500. Item 30, disposition of surplus property. Item 31, records destruction. Item 32, boards and committees.
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second, any discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Mr. A. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Laster?
Yes.
Mr. M. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes. Now we got here to item 33, public comments for any general items. This is your opportunity to come address the council. Make sure you state your name and address and get with the city clerk before you leave.
My name is Marita Watson, 207 Churchill Place. I want to thank you once again for the sidewalk that goes from the safety complex down to the elementary school. Elementary students are at the fire station and were fed pancakes, my understanding, and got to experience the water hose, lots of things down there. Anyway, want you to know on behalf of the Board of Ed, Superintendent, and the school system how much that sidewalk means to us and how much it will enrich the students' education. They'll be able to walk down there to the safety complex. They'll be able to go to the pond. They just want to thank you. Thank you once again. Only been 8 years, but thank you.
7 and 8 years are real special to us.
Thank you, Ms. Watson.
Anyone else like to address the council? All right, there's the end of one. Council member remarks. Anyone?
Go ahead, Terry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I know the Anchor folks are still here. Thank you so much for choosing to open up in Jacksonville. Know what I had there on Wednesday was wonderful, and wish you the very best and all success for what you're doing there. Since we last met, we had the fishing event out of the Public Safety Complex, and I know that Assistant Chief Oden and several from the department as well as others were a big part of that, but I know my family certainly enjoyed every minute that they were out there. All the fish that were caught, we could have had a big fish fry, but I think my daughter kept catching the same fish over and over again. So we'd have had to have a blessing of some baskets at that point. Might not have been enough, but that was wonderful. Another one of those events that we have in Jacksonville that just is, it's clean, it's fun, and it brings people together in the community. Speaking of students, as Ms. Watson mentioned, the fire department, did an event on Thursday of last week. I think it started out as flapjacks with a fireman. Whatever it morphed into, I think it was another great example of the fire department, one of the city units working with the city school system, and showing those young people. October's Fire Safety Prevention Month. I don't have that wrong, but just opening that up to them and letting them see that. I know when I was a youth, going to the fire department was a big deal, and so for a lot of those kids, I know they all enjoyed spraying water. But thank you all for doing that. I think that demonstrates just the commitment to the kids. It is fall break for Jacksonville City Schools, so if you see kids running around playing during the day, I know that they're not skipping school, but they're just out for fall break. But Wednesday of this week is a midweek game for Jack State, so a big week for the city of Jacksonville. A lot will be going on Wednesday night with that midweek game, and welcome a lot of guests into town and some alums back to celebrate. Hopefully another Gamecock victory, but maybe not the last second. Hart can't handle too many of those, like last Thursday night. So, but that's all.
Thanks, sir.
Well, I was fortunate enough to take 2 grandsons to the fishing rodeo, and they think now they're ready for a TV show. But it was awesome, and I'm like Andy, the staff and Odie and the chief, it was. This guy right here can have his own TV show, the way he can tie knots and get the hooks ready and take fish off. Odie would really appreciate your leadership on that. And, y'all had the coffee with a cop one morning, you had the fishing rodeo, and then Chief had the pancakes, and I just want to know when we're having pancakes again. But man, they make some mean pancakes, let me tell you. So, do what?
Cookies with the council.
You're gonna bake?
You bake them and we're gonna
bake. We're gonna bake cookies.
I'm not, because it's fire provision, and I don't want to, put y'all out or anything.
But thank you, Chief, for what you do too, your group.
Anyone else?
Yes, our Pink Ribbon Trail Ride is October the 18th. That's Saturday. We invite each and every one of you to please come out and participate. And we're bringing awareness to Breast Cancer Month in October. So just wear your pink little tutus and your pink gloves or whatever you want to wear pink, and ride the trail from the community center to Germania Springs, and it starts at 9 a.m. So we're looking forward to that. Just invite the community. Saturday, October the 18th.
Oh man, my tutu's at the cleaners.
And we invited a lot of the JSU students also to come and participate with us, so they're excited about it. Hopefully they'll be up by 9.
All right, mayor's report.
Thank you very much. Just a couple of announcements. Library has a great event coming up too, you need to be aware of. You see Craftastic Halloween. So they got a lot of things going on, stories, crafts, snacks, all kinds of things. So put that on your calendar, October 17th, 3:30. I believe that's Friday afternoon, this coming Friday afternoon. The next one, Sherry just stole my thunder about it, so I'll just pass on over that and go down to JCOC's coat drive. They do this every year. It's getting that time of year when we have people that need some coats and mittens and gloves and so forth. So they're collecting those items. Notice they say that they are gently taken care of, or gently worn or whatever. So if you have some things you'd like to get rid of, they would accept those on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursdays from 10 to 2. And so I'm sure there's people who really appreciate receiving those. And I believe that's all I have. Thank you very much.
Thanks, sir. Is there any other business that come before the council? Seeing no one come forward, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Mr. A. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Laster? Yes. Mr. M. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes. Thank you all for being here as always. Be safe and just thank you for being part of how city government works.